Hi, it's Takashi, and this is a show and tell as well as a really quick life update. This, as you can see, is the 1930 annual report for the Ottawa Traction Company. I bought it a while back, so I'm not sure exactly when or where, but I'm pretty sure I got it at an antique show. The Ottawa Traction Company was the parent company of the Ottawa Electric Railway Company, which ran the streetcars that used to run through the city. So, like everyone else, I've been in lockdown to varying degrees since March. That's basically meant no travel, except for shopping for supplies and visiting family. So my car has seen a fraction of its regular use, and I haven't used public transit maybe at all this year. I do like to support public transit if possible, but man, this couldn't have been worse timing for OC Transpo. That's Ottawa's current transit company, because they just opened a brand new light rail system last year. We'll get to that. And just a few months later, everyone stopped traveling. So here's some graphs of how people were moving back in the 20s. Earning trend, basically ridership. Looks like people tended to take the streetcar in the winter, which makes sense. The cold and the snow probably made the streetcar more comfortable and convenient. Okay, so here's the reason I bought this thing. There's a map of the rail system at the back. I didn't tear this out, by the way, it was like that when I bought it. Now, the first thing I notice is, holy cow, there used to be way more streetcar tracks around the city than I ever thought. Those are the red lines. And quick note, if you go to Britannia Park, you can see the shelter for the old trolley station still standing there next to the bicycle path. A few more interesting things. So many rail lines, the big national ones, have been converted into roads, most notably the Canadian National Railway line, which is now the main highway through Ottawa, nicknamed the Queensway. This Canadian Pacific Railway line is now Colonel By Drive, and this is now the Vanier Parkway. And this line is still there, but it was used for the light rail project that preceded the current system. Speaking of which, here's that pilot project line, now called Line 2. And the new line, in a reversal of the pattern, replaced the transitway, which was basically a bus-only highway that was built in the 80s. Interesting thing about this map, this is the first OC Transpo map that it's not actually a geographical map, at least not exactly. See, the lines have been flattened and aligned to make it cleaner and simpler. So it's a little bit like those subway diagrams that only show lines and connections and are only very loosely related to geography. This is not as abstract as a subway diagram, but I think it was a great choice to play a little bit fast and loose with the geography in favor of clarity. My dad always liked maps. I think that's why I like them too, which is why I've decided to combine that interest with my training in software and some of my work experience to go back to school for a graduate certificate in Geographic Information Systems. So yeah, back to school at 50. It would be surreal enough on its own, but during COVID, it's just another level. Like, here's my classroom. Yeah, it's my office. It's a bit like I'm inviting the whole class into my apartment almost every day, so it feels kind of intimate. Also, everyone in the class is taking exactly the same courses for the whole length of the one-year program, so class cohesion feels really high, and this is way different from my university experience. Anyway, it's going well so far. I'll check in again, maybe in a month or two. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.